Yeah, I was going to say that. You know, the people are really excited. Mugabe is out, somebody new is coming in, but he's going to be in for a short term. Do you think the new man, you know, is going to seek, you know, proper election as the president, or he'll be honorable, you know, to let things go? Or do you think the ZANU-PF party will choose someone else?
This is what I will say to you, all right? While I heard that I was coming here today again, I thought about it. Zimbabwe might go the way of Liberia. Now, there's a change in government, even though it's still the voice of Esau, or the voice of Jacob and the hand of Esau. Right? Everybody applauds the fact that it seems as though there's a new government. But these have been his lieutenants for the whole of those 37 years. So what would happen is this. He will likely present himself as a candidate for to contest in democratic elections. However, that party, no doubt, is going to split. There's no doubt about that. Because it was supposed to be the old against the youths. The youths were supporting the wife of the now former president, all right? Now, they won't go away quietly, except they are being hounded and they are being imprisoned. They won't go away quietly. They will still be saying, at 75, how much longer are you going to be there? Just like the Pope. You are there only for a short while. So there would be elections put in place. It will be like a change in government, but Africa has to be careful that it doesn't become bloody or violent, all right? The aftermath of Mugabe leaving is probably much more crucial than getting him out in the first place.
All the principal people are still there, yes. The military took over partially. The ZANU-PF sacked Mugabe as their leader. He resigned.
Yes.
The other man is coming in. How do you think it's going to play out? Who's going to set, you know, the tone for the next election, knowing that possibly all the judiciary, the people in charge of the judiciary, they're the people that Mugabe probably put in place in the first place?
I guarantee you, that man has a speech written for him already. I would make out time to listen to his speech. The contents of his speech, as written by even the international community, will be to put in place timetable for his own exit. And part of it may also be, you are not contesting. That part of it will be there. Understand that all options were considered for Mugabe to leave. If the parliament wasn't going to impeach him, they were going to go to court and start declaring his government illegal. So there were options on the table. The script has not been fully played out. I'm not kidding myself. The only thing we're hoping is that there won't be an eruption of violence, all right? So the new man is only there to achieve his own aim of, I was once president. He has the responsibility of ushering in a truly democratically elected president of Zimbabwe.
Right. Thank you so much. Public Affairs Analyst Yinka Oyeniji.
Thank you
for your time on
Thank you for always having me.
Network Africa. Let's talk more on the Zimbabwean journalist Nigel Yamutumbu joins us from Harare. Thank you for your time on the program. We know that there's... Right, there you are. Good to have you.
Yes.
Right, we know
Thank you, yes.
We know that there's so much excitement in the air in Zimbabwe now that Mugabe is out. But what happens to him now?
Well, I suspect that he is going to leave the country for a bit. He deserves to rest. I think most of the ministers that were loyal to him are not in the country. The vice president is not in the who is supposed to be acting president, who was also an ally, is also not in the country. So he might also go that route as well to rest a little, especially in light of the move to postpone the trip to Zimbabwe, and then also light of the former Vice President Mnangagwa will be born in a...
Right. Has anything been heard about Grace Mugabe, where she is at the moment?
Nothing official as yet. She has not been seen in the public, and she was not part of the negotiations that the president had with the commanders. She is basically, her whereabouts are not quite clear, though there are some rumors that she is not in the country.
Let's talk more about, the former vice president who's billed to be sworn in on Friday as president. What more can you tell us about him?
Well, he is a Mugabe loyalist. He served as a PA to Mugabe since Mugabe was elected president of ZANU, and he was in the first cabinet in 1980, and he has a track record of being a really hard man, stringent and so on. But at the same time, he is a businessman, and I think he will do quite a bit in terms of business. And I think you also still predominantly rely more on the support that the generality of Zimbabweans gave the military, because there's always been a military intelligence, he's part of the military intelligence for a bit now, and he has always been in security ministries. So I think he will still, by and large, be relying on the military in terms of his rule. But at the same time, I think he is going to soften things up, but at least for now.
Right, the ruling ZANU-PF party is still in control of Zimbabwe. So how does the change in the personality of the president help the country?
I don't foresee any change, any significant change for that matter. It's our challenges were structural. Our challenges were structural. Our challenges are the system, and our challenges are more to do with the current legislative system, the militarization of our politics, a system that is almost tailor-made for dictatorship, and which is something that Mugabe used to full throttle. So, in terms of, I'm skeptical, but you also have to be really optimistic, because at least Vice President Mnangagwa has been trying to preach the gospel of inclusivity and preach the gospel of trying to get various voices and so forth. But it will get clearer, especially in his address today. I can confirm that he has now arrived in the country, and that he is in a debrief with the military, and also he is going to address a ZANU-PF rally. They are waiting for him at the headquarters, the ZANU-PF supporters. It's going to be more clearer today as he begins to speak in his now official capacity as the leader of that ruling party, and also more clearer when he sets up a new government, possibly next week. Right,
thank you so much for your thoughts on that, Zimbabwean journalist Nigel Yamutumbu speaking to us there. Coming up on Network Africa, a look at the relationship between Zimbabwe and South Africa and the ANC's silence over Mugabe's resignation.